So hi and welcome to this another episode with me आशी और एक और वीडियो के साथ मैं आपके सामने हूँ एंड आई थिंक बहुत सारे स्टूडेंट्स हमसे ये क्वेश्चन करते हैं लाइफ आफ्टर एमबीए राइट। हम कहीं ना कहीं ये सारे एग्जाम्स दे रहे हैं क्योंकि हमें अच्छे कॉलेजेस मिल जाएं जिनको हम आईएम्स कहते हैं या आईआईटीज कहते हैं एंड उस उनको चाहने का रीजन ये है कि उसके बाद वी कैन वर्क विद ऑल दीज बिग फोर कंपनीज और आर ड्रीम कंपनीज। जिसके बाद लाइफ जो है सुनने में तो बहुत सॉर्टेड लगती है दैट यू गेट ऑल दीज पर्क्स विद गुड पैकेज ट्रैवल यू नो कंसल्टिंग एंड ऑल दीज थिंग्स। पर एग्जैक्टली लाइफ क्या होती है आई थिंक आई हैव समबडी विद मी आशीष and he is pass out from IIM Bangalore 21 batch and I think he's the right person to answer all your questions and we'll also cover a question जो कि बहुत सारे ऐसे एस्पिरेंट्स को भी हेल्प करेगा जो हो सकता है टीयर 1 कैटेगरी के कॉलेजेस में नहीं जा पाए हैं and they are aiming to get into all these companies. So you'll find a lot of interesting thing with this episode. So let's get started. Before this, Ashish, I would like to introduce you to the audience who will be watching you and yeah, over to you.
Yeah, so hi guys, my name is Ashish Jindal. I'm a chartered accountant and after my CA, I've completed MBA from IIM Bangalore and I'm currently working as a consultant with Boston Consulting Group. I've been working here for more than, for about 2 years now and happy to take any questions and provide, my experience during the MBA and post-MBA journey.
Yeah. So my first question, Ashish, what comes to my mind is how is your overall journey? I mean, that you mentioned that you are a chartered accountant, and that itself is something which is recognized a lot. A lot of aspirants, aspire to become chartered accountants. Then from there to doing your MBA to the company you're working with, how you wholesome this your complete journey.
Yeah, so actually, right after 12th, I enrolled myself in the CA course. And as you said, that it's a very recognized course and it takes a lot of effort, like 4.5 years of real struggle along with the internships that you do, which is like you're actually working in a professional setup for 3 years during the course. And it helps a lot. And honestly, till today also, I believe that doing CA was much more difficult than doing MBA. So I've completed my CA in 2016 and I got placed with Reliance Industries. Initially, it was really good, but then I realized that if you want to grow quickly in the corporate ladder, you need to have an MBA, especially in current setup when a lot of people are doing CA, right? Like I also had an All India rank, but that also did not create that much of a difference because like I used to have lunch with around 12 people having an All India rank because they are all been joining from different places to Reliance. So that at that time I realized that I need to do something additional to CA to have a go and a better career. And at that time, a very good friend of mine at that time only he cleared for IIM Ahmedabad and I got really inspired from him, and then I started, my journey towards MBA. What I realized over there is that MBA is something that you need to have very quick mathematics and all of that skills. While people say that CA provides you a lot of math skill, it's not math skill; it's more about finance skills, right? So I thought that I would need some kind of help. So I joined a coaching institute. I was working, so I used to go only on weekends for preparation and I took good 1 year time. I always thought that I am not that quick in relation to all these cat related material. So I thought that I'll give myself time because I do not want to take a lot of shots. Like I do not want to invest 2 to 3 years in doing cat only. So fortunately, with the effort and the preparation that I did, I got calls from IIM Ahmedabad and IIM Bangalore after my cat. And again, the CA experience and the experience with Reliance Industries helped a lot. So that is something that I really want to put through here is that we always think that a 99 plus percentile or 99.9 percentile is only something that can get you into IIMs. but that is not entirely true. IIMs are also looking for a lot of diversity in your profile, especially for people who are not like engineers, because there are a lot of engineers who actually do MBA anyway. So, sorry, for non-engineer folks, they also look for the diversity in your profile. What you have done in your BCom. Have you done a BCom honors or normal BCom? How you performed over there? Are you a CA? Are you CA with rank or non-rank? How many years of work experience you have? What is the kind of diversity in your work ex is there? And that can help in compensating a little bit of the lower marks that you might get in your CAT, right? And after that, I got into IIM, and the 2 years have been really fantastic over there. Really nice journey. I got into IIM Bangalore, and really fortunate to be there. Honestly, have worked and studied with the best minds of the country, both from the faculty side and from the peer cohort side. And afterwards, in the summer placement, I got an internship with BCG, which I was able to convert into a pre-placement offer as well. And then I continued with BCG afterwards as well.
So I think, for all the MBA aspirants getting into BCJ and all these consulting companies, consulting profiles, I mean, are the like dream profiles, right? So
Yeah.
you get into the company now. What I mean, it's been years you're working with this with the company. How is the overall experience? The thing comes, the question comes: life after MBA. So how is your life after MBA? Because you mentioned that it was earlier working before your MBA with Reliance
Yeah.
Industries. So experience after completing your, CA into corporates and experience after completing your MBA. How life changes and what are the things, जो हम जब MBA करने जाते हैं तो हम सिर्फ अच्छा सारी चीजें देख रहे होते हैं. I mean, perks of
Right.
MBA, but बहुत सारी ऐसी चीजें होती हैं which we don't know, right? जब हम on field जाके काम करना चालू करते हैं, that challenges, दैट वर्क प्रेशर वो भी साथ में आता है जो हम जिसको नहीं देख रहे होते हैं. तो व्हाट डू यू वांट टू से ऑन दैट?
Yeah, so honestly, I've been fortunate to have both the experiences, like the core industry experience and core consulting experience in the short period of my career till now. And I would like to highlight here is that the difference is enormously high. It's like two different worlds altogether. And to start with consulting, and as you said, that they are being most sought after job profiles in IIMs. People, they are called the day zero companies, the companies which come for the first to hire you, and everybody aspire to go to those companies. While of course, you get to learn a lot. That is the primary thing, because you are working in multiple industries. And I'll just try to put together what are the highlights of being into consulting. So first and foremost is that you do work with the topmost leadership of any organization. So you are directly working with the CEO minus one, minus two people, which are actually leading into something transformational at the organization, because otherwise they will not hire a BCG consultant if they do not want to do something transformational at their organization. That is one. Second is that at a young age, you get to test waters in multiple industries. So you might be working for 3 months in a banking industry. After 3 months, you're working for a cement industry. After 5 months, you're working for a government project. Then you are working for, say, again, a car manufacturer or something like that. Or after some time, you're working with a growth tech, you're working with some ed tech or insurance tech or something like that. So that kind of richness in experience comes at a very quick pace. Now, what happens with this quick pace is that you have to learn and unlearn really quick. We might think that, okay, I have done MBA, I have a lot of knowledge now. I need not to, I can now just stop learning new things altogether, but it never happens. Whatever you learn at MBA is basically, in my opinion, it provides you the tools. It's not the core knowledge. It provides you a set of tools that you can use to garner knowledge later on. So suppose that today, if I'm working in a finance industry, I have no knowledge about it. I have to start from the scratch, learn about it, and then give recommendation to people who are probably working for 15, 20 years in that industry. So that kind of, that hockey stick type of growth in your knowledge about that industry is something that is really endearing. Now, because this requires such a steep growth, it requires a lot of effort also. So you might say that, okay, a 9 to 5 job you are doing and you are happy with it, you want a sustainable life, nothing wrong in that also. Of course, you can choose for that. But if you are aiming for consulting, you should prepare yourself at least in the initial years to build that repository of knowledge. You have to put in extra hours of effort. And culturally, organizations also try to manage that workload for you. Like you have 2 days off in the week, you can relax on those 2 days. 5 days week working week is there. Then after projects, you can take some time off to cool down and everything. But it requires being in consulting requires a lot of effort in learning, because it has a lot of positives also, that you are presenting to very senior clients at very early age, right? And you are garnering knowledge in multiple areas of industries. And then later on, if you want to switch to some other industry in particular, you can do that very quickly as well. While if we see from the corporate part of it, if you go into core industry profiles like Reliance, ABG, Tata, or some other such kind of organization, they provide challenges of their own kind. But what I have heard from people who have been there for long is that it becomes redundant after some time. You might feel that you're doing the same job time and again. So you might build a very deep expertise in one area, but the width of your experience might not be that huge. That is the major difference.
Okay. Okay. So thank you, Ashish. Thank you so much for your time. And I think it was a great session. I also have learned a lot of things, right? And find it quite interesting. So thank you, Ashish.
Thank you so much for having me
Yeah.
over. Thank you guys.
Okay.
All the best.